Brandon was even looking at flights to send me home. I've never even seen like a fist fight in person, let alone a man harming a woman. Hi guys, it's Adria. Welcome back to my vlog channel. This is Don't Be a Sad Panda 2. I am so proud of myself. I am on top of the vlog game, so thumbs up if y'all want me to just keep the vlogs coming. Today, I am back from Florida, and I wanted to show y'all like the vlog footage that I got and just sort of talk about my trip as I unpack my suitcase. In my last vlog, you guys were asking about my trip and just seeing if I had a good time, so I wanted to let y'all know how my trip was. It was crazy. It was a little chaotic. I'll just say that. There was one day where we witnessed some domestic violence. I did tweet about that, so we'll get to that. We'll unpack. Actually, let me grab a laundry basket real quick. All right, so I'll put all the clothes as I fold them into this laundry basket. I know you can't really see me. Let me turn to the lighting's kind of bad, but I still want y'all to see like my ugly ass box spring. Let's try to like cover this. I'm giving a shout out today from my last vlog to Kristen. She left a super sweet comment. I'll put it up on the screen. So thank you, Kristen. Let's get to my trip. I was anxious about the airport. I did have a bit of anxiety when we were printing out the boarding passes, and I actually went to go stand by the wall as Brandon was doing it. I'm like, I'm just gonna go like stand out of the crowd. And then I had this weird creepy old guy in the corner like, hey miss, looking at me, talking to me. I didn't even turn my head. I didn't even look at him. Like, girlies, don't even look. So it was kind of crazy. In my last vlog I said, oh, I don't even know if Brandon's gonna rent a car or not. He did not. I didn't know if we were gonna go to the beach or not. We did not. So we left on Saturday morning-ish. We hung around in the airport for a bit. We were a bit early. We were afraid our flight was gonna get delayed because of the hurricane going on in Florida, but we actually did not get delayed, which was good. The flight was at 1:40 p.m. We flew American Airlines. They have these new planes now. They are super spacious. I have not been on American for a while. The leg room, like I could stretch all the way out, and your girl has the long legs. It was nice. We did have a screaming baby on our plane. That's perfect. Hell no. Brandon joked about getting a Jack and Coke. There. It was kind of rainy when we got there. Brandon's brother picked us up. We got Tijuana Flats for dinner. I took a shower super early and was in bed by like 10 p.m. I'm just now getting around to cleaning out this suitcase too. Like, today's Tuesday and we've been back since Friday, so we've been back for a few days. We were staying in Brandon's mom's little guest room. She actually just moved to a new house, so she had like a cute little guest room for us. It was so cute. The next morning I woke up and I kind of just laid in bed for a while, and the longer I laid there, the more I was like, I don't think I want to get up. And not out of like tiredness or even laziness, but out of like, I have no motivation to leave this room. Brandon kept texting me like, oh, come out to the living room and stuff, and I was just like, why do I feel like I can't leave this room? Because there was a lot of people there. I mean, it was like all Brandon's siblings, his mom. I wasn't used to being around so many people that early in the day. To wake up, be in your pajamas, no bra, no makeup, no food in my system yet. It's just like, I was having an anxiety attack. I was like crying in the room. I was so hungry and thirsty. I was like, Brandon, can you bring me a water bottle? He's like, if you want water, come get it. And I was like texting with my mom. I don't know what to do. Like, I kind of want to come home. And Brandon was even looking at flights to send me home because I just like wouldn't leave the room. While I was still having an anxiety attack, Brandon's like, oh, you don't have to go to 4th of July if you don't want to. And I'm like, I was also like PMSing really bad. I feel like it was making my anxiety worse. So I was just in a bad mood and also anxious. So I was just isolating myself, which, darling. I didn't even wear this. I packed this to be all cute. I'm like, oh, I could put this in my hair. And like, I didn't. What a fail. This is my mom's too. So I did finally pull myself together. Like around noon, I went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, washed my face. That made me feel better. And then like around 2 p.m., I had started to come around because Brandon and I were playing video games out in the living room. We were talking about like, it was the 4th of July. So like, oh, what are we doing tonight? And Brandon was telling me like, oh, you don't have to go to the 4th of July if you don't want to. Like obviously I want to. It's the 4th of July. Like I'm an American. I want to go set off shit on fire. Like, you know, are Americans just pyromaniacs? So I pulled myself together, got all cuted up, was going to the 4th of July barbecue. Before we left, we found, like, Brandon's mom has kittens living in the wall of her house. And they're feral, and it's, don't ask, I don't know. So the 4th of July was so much fun. Monday. So this would have been our beach day, but the weather just wasn't really that great. So we tried going for a little bike ride. My bike got a flat tire. Then Brandon's mom took us to like downtown area just to show us around. Nice, but everything was closed because the 4th of July was the day before. I need to actually do these clothes instead of just sitting here talking. So after that, we went to my favorite place ever, which is Publix. We got pub subs. They're so good. We just really played Mario Kart for the rest of the day. It was pretty chill. All right, Tuesday we were like, oh, let's go ride go-karts. Because why not? We went to this indoor go-kart place, but it was like hella crowded. So we decided to go to a place in Orlando called Fun Spot, which I had never been there before. And they had a bunch of go-kart courses there, which was so much fun. So much fun. I couldn't even tell you the last time I rode go-karts. Yeah, we got funnel cake. Brandon and his mom actually rode what was called the Sky Coaster. You're strapped in on your stomach and you go 250 feet in the air and you just go swinging through the air like Superman. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Terrifying. Like, y'all couldn't pay me to go on this. It did kind of rain while we were there, but like it was just sprinkling. The rain really held off until we were in the car, which was really nice. It felt like we got blessed with the rain holding off for a lot of our trip, especially the next day, which was Wednesday. So that night I got such a bad night's sleep because I had a funnel cake for dinner. You know, IBS and fried food were not really friendly. So I woke up the next day on like very little sleep with my period. And what were we supposed to do today? Go to a water park. That's a whole nother story, but yeah, so the weather held off. We went to Volcano Bay. some incidences that were just like WTF. I'll tell you them from least exciting to the most thrilling. So when we were leaving, Brandon just got stopped doing a random survey that took forever and he was super annoyed. Yeah, Brandon kind of trolled the guy. The second thing was we were in line to get food and I wanted to run to the bathroom real quick. There was like this whole queue of like fences and we had a bunch of people behind us. Brandon's like, you could either go through all these people or climb over this fence. What do you guys think I did? So I go over this fence. I go like this. I put my leg over. I thought it was way shorter than it was. And my whole top just flopped forward. So it was like leg over and head over. And I went face down onto the ground. I'm lucky I didn't like bash my teeth because that is how hard I fell. I even like scuffed up my manicure. Ugh. Brandon was even like, and I just like got up and ran away. I was so embarrassed. People were looking at me and I just like got up and ran. I'm like, I'm good. But as I'm walking to the bathroom, I'm like limping. I'm like, oh. Once the embarrassment wore off and the pain kicked in, I'm like, oh, but am I good? So then the third crazy thing that happened, we saw domestic violence. We were sitting on these beach chairs, just kind of chilling. And like, we saw this couple just start arguing and it got kind of heated. They were kind of just like scrapping at each other at first. But then the girl, she like stood up out of the chair and the guy like pushed her by the face back into the chair. And I was like, whoa. Brandon and I are not looking at each other, not talking to each other. And we could see all the people like looking at it too. And then this guy grabs this girl around the throat and pushes her down onto the beach chair. I'm like, I have never seen anything like, I've never even seen like a fist fight in person, let alone a man harming a woman in public. What? Brandon and I sat there in silence for like at least a couple minutes. So then after a little bit, Brandon's like, well, do you want to like go do something? You know, we shouldn't just sit here. And I said, Brandon, I think we should go tell security or something about that. I don't think we should just let that go. They had small kids with them and they had a baby. And I'm like, this is like, I don't feel good about just like walking away from this. Like, oh, I didn't see anything. We scurried our little asses to the security. Brandon was like, we just saw a guy like choking a girl out and the security guard like ran with us. You know, we were giving them like descriptions. I was actually proud of us, like how observant we were of like what the guy was wearing, what he looked like. We were so descriptive. So we had all the security like monitoring the area and we even showed them like where we were sitting. We were hiding behind these trees. Because we didn't want to be like out in the open like with the security because like this guy literally could have killed us. Tell me how I just had like voice to text on and my phone was like, what the hell? We were waiting to see if they got kicked out of the park. We were kind of like scoping throughout the day. There was a point we were in line for a ride and we were really high up on some stairs and we saw the guy. I wish I had a walkie-talkie. I'd be like, bitch, I see him. Like SpongeBob and Patrick with the walkie-talkies. SpongeBob, I see him. He's just standing there menacingly. But it was a fun day all in all, despite the domestic violence and me falling on my face. Yeah, it was fun. I said in my last vlog, I was like determined for Brandon and I to not get sunburnt, and we did. I sprayed us down like twice. Brandon got like roasted on his shoulders and like the back of his neck. I just got sunburnt on my boobs. I don't even know. I don't know. The next day, Thursday, was our last full day there. We were gonna go to the springs, wear bathing suits, have fun, splash around and swim. It's kind of like the beach, but more like nature-y. We were gonna go to the springs. I was even in my bikini and everything, ready to go, but it was so rainy. It was like pitch black and just rainy, and we ended up going to Mellow Mushroom for an early dinner. I actually used to work at this Mellow Mushroom. So, I don't know, I always like going back there. Just, it's nostalgic for me. I'm like, aw. We had fun. Then after that, we went to downtown again. Just kind of walked around. It was really pretty. We stopped by a nitrogen ice cream shop.
Ooh. Good, how are you?
Brandon got this blueberry cheesecake ice cream and I had a little taste of it and it had like a crispy outer layer. It was nice. I had a minor like period emergency and had to leave. I don't really want to go into detail of that, but like that was like Yikes. And I didn't really want ice cream. I just wanted to go home. But yeah, we had fun. I packed this dress and I didn't even wear it. What a loser. Here's all my jewelry that I didn't wear. At the end of the day, Brandon's mom drove us out to Orlando. We were gonna stay in a hotel because our flight was super early the next morning. I think it was 6:35 it was scheduled for, and it was such a hard goodbye. It's always hard saying goodbye. It never gets easier. I used to avoid flying up to see my family when I lived in Florida just because of the goodbye. It was almost easier to just stay away. We got up at 4:30 the next morning for our flight. We got on a shuttle, got to the airport by like 5:15-ish. We actually bought our seats. We looked at our assigned seats the night before. Both of us had an aisle seat and in the back of the plane. So Brandon bought us seats the 11th row in the emergency exit aisle. I'm like, this is so funny. So I have to grab him. So I had my stuffed dog Jet on my lap and I had him in a hoodie. One, I didn't want him to get dirty, and two, I always get cold on planes. The flight attendant looked like he was going to pass out. He comes over to me before takeoff and he's like, "Is that a kid?" So I pull the little hood down on Jet. I'm like, no, it's not a kid. Brandon starts punching Jet. Brandon's like, he's the quietest kid on the plane. And it was just so funny because you can't have kids on your lap in the emergency exit aisle. He really thought he was about to lose his job for not noticing that. Poor Jet. So our flight was a little late. We took off around 7, but it was actually a super nice flight back. It was really smooth. No screaming baby this time. If you would have told me that my Spirit flight would be better than my American Airlines flight, I would have laughed. I guess it all really does depend. All right, I think I'm making a decent dent here. Here's my bathing suits that I didn't get to wear. I wore one bathing suit. So yeah, our flight was super quick. When they told us that we were beginning the descent into Philadelphia, Brandon and I both looked at each other like, what? It felt like an hour had gone by on a 2-hour flight. So that was really nice. Despite that one day with my anxiety, I'm proud of myself. Like, I really pulled it together and just let myself have fun. And 10 out of 10 would do it again. I'm glad that I did it. You know, I did have an anxiety attack in my last video about it. Just worried about, you know, I just want to have fun. That's it. Like, is that too much to ask? Look at all this mess. There's all the laundry I have to put away. The suitcase is pretty much empty. Let me know down in the comments if your anxiety has been kind of bad with like the world going back to somewhat normal. I know it's different everywhere, but things starting to open up and like masks kind of going away. How is your anxiety? I'm just trying to like dip my feet in and just do like small exposure therapy here and there. I want to just like live my life, you know? So let me know how y'all are doing. I guess that's it for my vacation vlog. I'm gonna finish unpacking and putting away all my vacation clothes that I didn't wear. I will see you guys in the next vlog. Until then, panda hugs, love you guys. Goodbye.